Jessica Connelly is with us again, licensed therapist, but this time for a different reason. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. All right. So today you are going to be diagnosing my dreams.
You, we'll try to dissect them as best as
Okay.
we can.
All right. Before we get into that, I have a personality question going back to our previous two videos. Um, I was actually talking about it today. There's a guy I work with, right? He doesn't lie. He doesn't exaggerate. He doesn't fit into any of the categories of the liars that we covered in the last two videos and so on and so forth. But what he does is when he talks, and it could be about any subject matter, right? It could be about work. It could be about sports. It could be about anything. He delivers it on such a interesting delivery, but he says nothing. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't think about it, or if you are a person that isn't like self-aware or aware of the surroundings, it really sounds like he knows what he's talking about, but he says nothing. So I'll give you an example. Today I overheard him talking about baseball, and he was talking about the Yankees, and he was just like, "Man, you know what the Yankees need to do? They need to start hitting. If they start hitting, and they start pitching, and they get their pitches down, and they start hitting, they're gonna win some ball games."
Isn't
And
that the point of the game?
right. But what I'm doing is he's saying it as if
Right.
he really knows what he's talking about. And like, I'd say about maybe 30-40% of the people like he'll actually be like, yeah, he's onto something. You know? He'll be like, BMW is a quality car. You want to get yourself a quality car, a quality European car, you get yourself a European car. Because compared to American cars, they're real good quality.
Well, it's
And
your stereotypical, you know, when they're saying like kind of, you know, use the BMW, for
example.
example. That's been stereotypical, but somewhat true.
Yeah.
But he's saying things that he knows people are going to agree on.
Right.
So he's a people pleaser, and
Yeah.
he's a yes,
Yeah.
a yes man.
And then, but so all right. This was a great one. You're into fitness, right? So you know what apple cider vinegar is, right?
Of course.
Okay. So he goes, you know what helps boost your immune system? You get yourself apple cider vinegar, right? But you got to get the mothers that's in the apple cider vinegar. That's what you got to get. So one person actually said, "What's mothers?" And they said, "No, that's stuff that really helps. It really helps the product. It helps the product." And you're just like, "Holy shit! You don't know anything."
I mean, he's not wrong. You do have
He's
to get the
right.
one with the mothers,
All right, right. But he doesn't know
but
why. Yeah,
it was like
exactly.
an infomercial. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It just blows me away.
but
Anyway,
he knows that people are going to agree with him, and they're not going to disagree with him, so it makes him feel good.
ah you. All right. So you want to get to my dreams?
I'm scared.
All
Okay.
right. Do you want to do the simple ones first, or do you want to do the scary ones first?
Whatever floats your boat,
All
John.
right. So let's do the simple ones first. Okay. This is a generalization. I have this. I've had this um, dream throughout my life, if you will, in different instances. But let's say I'm in a fight, a physical fight. My punches don't do anything. Like I either can't throw a punch, or I punch and nothing happens to the person, or I have to shoot somebody, I have to kill somebody to protect somebody, and the gun jams, or something to that effect. That's been a constant in my entire life. That's just a generalization, but or sometimes I'm supposed to have superhero powers, and I'm supposed to be able to fly, but I can't fly. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Okay. That's a generalization. I'll just start with that one because that's simple. But
Well, so usually, with dreams and things like that, you're supposed to write them all down. Like, even when you're in therapy, you can actually talk about your dreams. And,
okay.
it's usually, 9 times out of 10, it's unconscious desires, repressed feelings, things like that. So it seems like something underlying, you're not confident to
Hmm.
to cut through that. So that's something that's, under,
Right.
obviously we go into the Freudian,
Hmm.
you know, dream dictionary kind of deal. It's usually underlying when you can't do something, like you're feeling like you're being held back because you're not
Right.
confident enough to go forward with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a simple one though. That's simple.
Oh,
That's pretty much what I thought. Okay.
look at
So
that. You're
I'm
great.
yeah. All right, but I'm gonna get to one of the more complex ones.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So this dream happened this weekend. Okay. So I come out of my house, but I'm not in my house here. I'm in my house that I used to live in Staten Island. Okay. And the car that I have now, the doors and the tires are stolen. They're gone. The car is on like cinder blocks. Doors are gone and the tires are gone. And I didn't know what to do, so I went back inside the house and I asked my brother, and he came outside and he basically um, helped me caution off the car, but the caution red was tape. It wasn't yellow, which is really strange. Same dream, right? On the same block on Staten Island, and somebody has their car door open. And I see a package, and I don't know what's in the package, but I just steal it. I just take it, and it's up the block from me. And I keep looking down the block, like, did anybody see me? Did anybody see me? Right? Nobody saw me. I get in the house, I open it up, and it's a trumpet. And I remember in the dream, I'm looking at it, and I'm going, but I can't play the trumpet. What is good as me stealing a trumpet? I don't know how to play the trumpet. Go ahead.
You say things to me just to see what my reaction would
No,
be.
this is the God. This is the God's honest truth.
So, and this is a double dream.
Yeah, it was the same. It went right from the car right to me stealing the trumpet because it was on the same block. Do you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was on the same. It was on the same block, and I remember saying to myself, when I stole the box, how much better am I than the person who stole my doors?
Well,
And
that's where I was going to go with that.
yeah,
And you were like, well, you know what? Somebody stole it from me, so I'm going to steal it from them.
right.
Right. What were you watching before you went to sleep?
Oh, I don't know who remembers. That was like, I don't remember if that was Friday or Saturday night. I don't remember at all. Oh, you know what? That might have been the day that I had the cheat meal and I ate a lot. We had pizza and ice cream. A lot of times if I eat a lot, I dream weird shit,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
when you dream a lot, you're usually in REM sleep, so that's a good sign that you're getting deep sleep.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
Right.
Um, but I feel like the sign is that the stealing is basically what the concept is. Are you being dishonest anywhere? Are you stealing from anything? Do you feel like anyone's stealing from you? Your brothers maybe stealing from you?
No, my brothers, I always go to my brothers for help, which is why I went to my brother Michael to help me. Like I always go to them since I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
Like my whole life has been, I'll just ask one of my brothers. I'll just ask,
Yeah.
But stealing or being dishonest, oh yeah,
Think
all the
about
time.
dishonesty.
Oh yeah, I'm like all constantly, you know. all the every
Nothing incriminating, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like plagued with dishonesty. Are you kidding? Oh man. All right. So that dream sums up that I am a prick and I need help from my brother. Okay. Okay. All right, here's a fun one. I'll give you a fun one. Okay. I'm walking, I'm in New York City and I'm walking and I gotta get on the train, but I don't like what I'm wearing. So I take off my pants and I'm standing there with no pants on, just my underwear, and I'm going, I can't get on the train with no pants. I might as well put on the pants that I don't like to get on the train. So I put my pants back on. That's the whole friggin' dream.
Were you trying to like meet up with the guy that with the guitar and the underwear? Like
No, 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 no. Oh yeah, the naked cowboy or whatever.
naked cowboy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
But I remember taking off my pants and going like, then all of a sudden I felt vulnerable. I'm like, what the hell did I just take my pants off for? I got to put them on to get back on the train, even though I don't like those pants.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Were you allowing yourself to be vulnerable to somebody else? Were you allowing someone in? Friend wise, I'm not saying you were
No,
cheating or anything
no,
like
no.
that.
But I
When you
think
had the dream.
I think it's more. I think that one would be more about because I'm as I'm telling you, I'm thinking about it.
Mm,
I think as I'm telling you, it's I don't like maybe the exterior that I portray. You know, the person that I am on the exterior.
could be that too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's why but you took it off and you're like, all right, I don't like this vulnerable feeling. I don't want anyone to see me. I'm putting this bad boy back on.
Right. Oh, you're good. That's good. And that's good. Okay. Yeah. That's got that like I know that that's what it is, like internally.
Yeah.
Like the last two dreams, like you just told me, inside a switch went off, and I'm like, that's it. Right. That's
Well,
not
that's what usually dreams are. Like they give you signs that you're not paying attention to. Like when you're just, like again, we're living in a rat race ultimately,
okay.
and you
Okay.
really don't have time to pick up on the signs that, the universe or God or whatever gives you.
Hmm.
So because of that, it's so repressed.
Hmm.
It's in your unconscious, even traumas and, post traumatic stress, all that
Hmm.
good stuff is low. Like, it's kind of like the iceberg. I don't
Ah,
know if you're
gotcha.
familiar with the
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Freudian iceberg.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going back to Psych 101 here,
Right. 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 Right.
and usually dreams are signs of things from within, so it's like
Hmm.
that's why I guess it's easy for me to kind of dissect it a little bit. And when you talk
Okay.
about it too, I feel like you get to dissect it because you may be thinking about it like going in one way, but it's really like, hey, why don't you uncover this?
Yeah. 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 All right. The next dream is funny because it has my one of my really good friends. He actually him and I were really really close when we used to work together, but then he wound up moving on to another job. We still keep in touch. We still hang out from time to time, like with go to his house or come to mine, whatever, like maybe once twice a year, but not nearly as much it was. But these dreams took place when I was friends with him, and I have to tell you that he's black because it means something in the dream. It means something in one dream. Okay. It doesn't mean something in both dreams, but he's in both dreams. And both dreams, I'll get to it. Okay. So the first dream is I see this guy who I know is abusing my cousin. Like he's dating my cousin Fran. She'll like to know that I'm saying this. And I know that he's physically abusing my cousin Fran. And I see him, and we're in my cousin Fran's house,
Mhm.
and I'm looking for him. I know he's there because I saw him, and I'm looking for him. And all of a sudden, I turn the corner, and I'm at work. I'm in. It's called the tool room, right? It's called the tool room. It's right outside where we get all the tools, obviously. And I see him right there, standing right there. So I go to like attack him. I go to beat him up, and I'm on the ground rolling around with him, right? And all of a sudden, my friend Mark, who shows up, and he's like, "What the?" And he just jumps in and he starts beating the guy up with me, right? And then one of the other guys I work with, this guy Eddie, who doesn't really, he's very small, but he's got a big mouth. He says a lot of, so he's just cheering us on. He's just going, yeah, get him, beat the shit out of him, blah 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 blah. That's one dream with my friend in it, my friend Mark, right? The other dream, my friend Mark, and this is the one where it means something that he's black. I'll get to it. At the beginning, it doesn't mean it, but when I explain it and when I describe the dream, you'll get it. So I'm in my house, and my wife's ex-husband is in the house when I go inside the house, and I bug. I'm bugging, right? So I chase him outside. Now I'm in the middle of the street. He's in the middle of the street, but I'm by myself, and it's him, and he has all his friends. And I turn to the side, and I see my friend Mark with a black sweatshirt on, a black BMX bike, and a black hat backwards. And he just looks at me and he goes, "Yo, John, you want me to call the boys?" And those are the two separate dreams.
He's your protector. He's your
What?
protector.
That
He's your
sucks.
protector.
Why can't I protect myself in any of these goddamn dreams?
Because it just shows his loyalty to you that he's a good friend.
Oh,
He's more than just your coworker. He's someone that you can really depend on. He's a good friend.
yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah, because I do. If I have an issue or something like that, I do call them up, and like express, I vent to him or ask him advice or something like that. He's one of the guys I do that with. But the on the bicycle with the black BMX bike and the black sweatshirt and the black hat, uh, that goes back to like a shooter, like a kid in the inner city. Drug dealers hire little kids to be a shooter, and that's that. Immediately when I saw him, that's what I knew, but it was him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
But it
Really.
also brought you back to like what you perceived.
Mm-hmm.
So remember when you were younger, that's the perception. Like they hired them,
Right.
but they're always loyal to you, right?
Oh God, you're good.
I know
All
people.
right. So we got rid of that one.
Yeah.
And we got rid of that one. And we got rid of, did I write it down? I don't know. All right. I might have not even write it down. Okay, it's a good one. All right. So my friend, one of my good friends at work, his name is Josh. I had a dream that he moved right next door to me. Him and his wife bought the house right next door to me. And I see him walking. I see him in the window, and he's walking across from my house. And in the dream, he won't talk to me for some reason. And he's got a wiffle ball bat. You know what wiffle ball is, right? Yeah. Sorry, I know some
I'll beat
people,
you with it. Like
because
not
when
golf.
I asked him, he didn't know what it was.
What type of childhood did he have?
Yeah, and it's funny, he's Dominican, but I guess he goes, I played stickball, I never played wiffle ball. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. Well,
So
get it. Okay.
so in the dream, this dream only happened like a month ago. In the dream, he wouldn't talk to me and he wouldn't play wiffle ball with me. I'm like, I want to play wiffle ball, and he won't play wiffle ball with me.
You didn't know what wiffle ball was.
I get it. Yeah.
Unless you put newspaper inside of it.
That's right. Yeah, you cut a hole in the bottom and you put news.
Yes,
Oh, right, the top
right.
rather.
Yep.
But why won't he play with me?
Because he didn't know what wiffle ball was.
Yeah, but he didn't know that wasn't part of the dream. In the dream, I was just like, I want Josh play wiffle ball with me. He's got the bat,
You always want to be accepted.
Oh God, I hate you. I really hate you for being so right. I fucking hate you for being right. All right, delete that one. Josh moved next door and wouldn't play wiffle ball with me.
The fact that he's like right next door, and you're just like, I know growing up that like all the kids played with everybody. Like,
yeah,
like
right.
That's what you do. Like, and
Right.
you go home when the sun goes down, or when your mother's screaming outside that dinner's done.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got that. Okay, this one. My cousin. Okay, I'll tell you my cousin one. This one's pretty good. So my cousin Tina, who is do you know like every family has like the alpha male, and then every family has like the queen, if you will, and she always organizes, and if anything happened to her, shit would just fall apart. Well, that's my cousin Tina. Okay,
so she's big mama.
Yeah, yes, exactly. My cousin,
we have a big mama.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what it is. My cousin Tina cooks amazing. Always around, always there at the holidays, always organizing the holidays with my sister-in-law, so on and so forth. So anyway, so I'm in Las Vegas with my cousin Tina, right? And I'm following her. She goes one way, but I lose her. I lose her. And all of a sudden, I'm on top of one of the buildings in the casino, but for some reason, it's a huge, huge casino. It's real high, like almost like a skyscraper. And I'm on top of the building, and I don't know. And the only way to get off this building is that there's this little, like hatch, if you will, that you have to crawl down to get back into the casino. But it's all the way in the corner by the edge, and I'm shitting my pants trying to walk over to this hatch to get in it. But I can't fall off the building. I'm like so scared of the heights, and all I'm doing is open it up, and I'm really trying carefully to get one foot in and then to get the other foot in. That's the whole friggin' dream.
You didn't want to disappoint her.
Oh my God. How are these? I've had these dreams like 10 years ago, and you're telling me in 2 seconds.
Well, you didn't want to, because she's Big Mama, and everybody wants to make Big Mama happy.
Yes,
and
so true. It's so.
And plus, are you afraid of heights?
Not that bad. I mean, if I get that high, I think everybody's afraid of heights. Like I'm okay with going on a tall ladder, but that high, yeah.
Like
you
the
know.
edge, like in New York, like the Hudson
Right.
River, the
Yeah.
edge,
No,
like you're
that's
there. Like
Yeah.
Empire State, like
Yeah. If
not
I'm at the top looking out over the like that Ferris Bueller thing,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that, like
Not
yeah,
doing
no, I couldn't do that.
okay. So you're also afraid of heights too. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
But
fear, but you're also fearful that, you're gonna
disappointed.
yeah.
God, that's so right
And not
on.
only that, just to even make it even deeper, but the fact that she's big mama and she always puts the family stuff together,
Right.
God forbid if you died, it's going to be your fault. And now you're going to be an even more bigger disappointment to the family. The
God,
big mama.
you're good at this. All right, oh, I gotta get rid of that one. Fight with guy who beat my cousin. Get rid of that. We already covered that one. All right.
You have a lot of dreams. I'm surprised that you remember them. You really should seriously write them down.
Well, I did this time around, but
Going forward, like, I'm not talking about like get up and write in a journal. Like, just go right to your notes in your phone and just
yeah, well,
write them down.
how does that help? People say it helps. I don't know, how does
It
that help?
does. It helps. Well, because once you get to read it again, you're like, okay, maybe I need to talk this out a little bit. And again, it's all that repressed unconscious.
Oh, it's basically
Like you'll never be able to see that like in like right now in this conversation, you
I
know,
see, I see.
or if we're
Okay.
hanging out in the street or we're at a beach somewhere or something, or we're at
Mhm.
the gym and blow somebody off or something like that, you'll go home, you repressed it, but you didn't realize it and it just comes back up in your dream.
Okay. So if you
And it's
write
like
it out,
aggressive. Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna tell you a good one. Here's a good one. Okay. So I'm in what's supposed to be my house. Okay. And I don't and I'm married. I had this dream during the time I'm married, but I'm not with my wife in the dream. I have this girlfriend, but this girlfriend was really, really wild. Like I have this girlfriend in the dream, but she was a girl I used to mess with in real life. Okay.
Somebody that's not your type, somebody that you would
She was really wild. She was a dancer, an exotic dancer. She, all inked up, all tattooed up. Uh, you know, uh, just a wild girl, a lot of cocaine, things like that. And, I messed with her. I never really did it, but in the dream, she was my girl, right? It'll make sense once I. So I find I'm in my house and I see money's missing. Money's missing in my house, and and all of a sudden I'm like, who? I look at the girl who was supposed to be my girlfriend. It's like, who stole my money? And she goes, I swear to God, this is what the guy's name was in my dream. She goes, it was Crib Craw. And I'm like, Crib Craw? And she goes, yeah, he's like the number 2 biggest drug dealer in Florida. So I'm like, man, in the dream, I'm saying to myself, I can't let Crib Craw get away with taking my money, especially that my girl knows that she's taking my money. I gotta kill this son. I gotta kill him. Right. So if you're Italian, I think every Italian has this. You always have that one family member that knows people, right? Okay. So in my dream, I'm like, I got to talk to, his name is Anthony, right? I got to talk to Anthony because I got to get down to Florida and get with Crib Pro, right? So then during this whole thing, she admits to me that it wasn't Crib Pro, that it was one of my friends. Okay. So now I get out of this room and I have a gun and I make all my friends, and here are my friends: Jay Soffo, my friend Mark, Jay Washington, and Danny. These are my friends, and I have them on the floor. They're on the floor. I have a gun to them, and I'm like, dude, just give me my money back, all right? And I won't.
Very Stewie of you.
Yeah, right. I'm like, just give me my money back, and I won't kill. I won't kill anybody. Just give me my money back, and I won't kill anybody. All right, just we're friends. Give me the money, and we'll let bygones be bygones. Then all of a sudden, the girl says to me, "No, it was Crip Craw." Yeah, that's the dream.
Don't let females get in between your friendship. Friends, drugs.
Yeah, you know what? This is too easy. This is going to be the shortest video we had because you are just like too damn good at this shit. Especially that girl. That girl.
You know what it is? I do. I love dreams, and I think with myself that I write my dreams down. And I only started doing that probably very recent. I started, and what I mean by recent, probably within the last 2 years, because they become so vivid. And
Hmm.
I started to receive signs like, yeah, you got to go take care of this. And I'm like, what is this? Like,
Yeah, but why wouldn't that?
some people
Why
are very afraid of that. They're very afraid of their dreams because of the
the
message
reality? Yeah,
and
yeah,
reality, essentially.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's really strange because, like, all the you and I are very honest. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I that's how I deal with my insecurities. I actually speak about them. I talk about them, and the majority
Right.
of people that I know what they are.
Right.
But all the people that you and I have talked about that we have not mentioned any names, like people that lie and hide behind a certain context, like they're not honest. They're not even honest with themselves.
Mhm.
So if a dream like that comes up, that's why I had asked you that question when last time. If somebody goes to therapy and they're not honest, how can they possibly get help? Because if they're not honest in their everyday life, just in a regular conversation, how could they possibly be honest telling a stranger, if you will, um, their problems, their issues? How does somebody who is not honest with themselves, and I think there's more people that aren't honest than are,
Mhm.
how do if here's all these repressed thoughts and whatnot coming out, how does that person deal with it, or address it, or fix it, or even go to therapy? How can you possibly help somebody if they won't even face their own reality?
Their fears. It's
Right.
it's fear and ego driven. And the ego protects it. The ego protects it, and it's basically fear. Um and fear of the reality, because then it goes into shadow work of, well, am I really a bad person? I can't be thinking these things. It's not moral. It's illogical. It's not,
Mhm.
just like one of your dreams that you want to go kill someone but you can't do it. It's
Mm.
because you wear your heart in your sleeve. And I mean, no incriminating stuff, but
So-
I don't see you killing someone. Be- Because
um,
you're just so nice. No, no,
yeah,
in the sense that, like, you have a heart. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're not heartless. Like, you don't allow that emotion to get that far that you have to now let it had been in your teens and your 20s. That
Maybe a
things
bit
happen.
different. Yeah, right,
Yeah, you might knock somebody out,
right, 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 right. Yeah.
but knowing where you are now, that's called growth. And
Hmm.
a lot of people, they are very comfortable in their own mess. They don't want change. People
Mm,
don't want change. So
okay.
when they are having these constant dreams, then they call them nightmares. Well, I'm having nightmares. Are you
Ah,
really having nightmares, or are you having dreams, really, like your repressed feelings and your traumas that you've been going through, and they're haunting you?
right, 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 right. That
And it's
makes.
like signs like, go get that fixed. You're not going to be in peace until you get that fixed.
Mm, okay. That's makes all the sense in the world, which is why you're doing what you do, and I shovel shit in the sewer.
You're hilarious. I can't.
All
I
right.
can't
So,
think of crazier stuff.
all right. So two more dreams, and that's it. These are the two most ridiculous dreams I've had. So okay, so I'm a driver for Kate Winslet. I don't know why Kate Winslet. I've always loved her. I always thought she was a great actress, but I don't know why I picked Kate Winslet. And in the
Did you ever think
what?
you were Leonardo DiCaprio, Titanic?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did you think that you were Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, never. No, 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 no. So
Wolf on Wall Street.
so yeah, great movie by the way. Fantastic movie.
That movie.
Oh, I couldn't
You
believe
see,
like
I see good movies. I do see.
yeah. Like you said, you watch the ones that matter, and that one mattered. Yeah. So Kate Winslet is talking to me about how she's basically her career is not good and she's not beautiful anymore. And I'm driving and I'm saying to myself, how can you say that? You're like one of the best actresses I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you're amazing. And how can you say that you're not beautiful? You're stunning. Anyway, apparently I was so charming that I end up in bed with her. Okay. So now the next we go from that to going back to my apartment, if you will, and I'm in my bedroom, but it's just an apartment. It's not really my house or my apartment. In the bedroom, and we're about to get it on, right? And the doorbell goes off. So I go to the doorbell, and it's my sister-in-law, right? It's my sister-in-law, and my sister-in-law comes in, and in the dream, I guess she lives like upstairs or downstairs or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, John, I don't feel good. I don't feel good." So I'm like, just sit on the couch, just lay on the couch, and you'll be better. So she sits on the couch, and I go back to go, have to go do the nasty with Kate Winslet, right? So I go back to Kate Winslet, and we're about to get it on again. The doorbell goes off again, right? So now it's my brother, my sister-in-law's husband. It's my brother, and he goes, "Where's my wife? Is my wife here?" And I just freak out. I'm like, "Everybody, get the fuck out," because they were stopping me from having sex with Kate Winslet, right? And that was the whole dream.
Oh, what? I'm gonna break this down. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, like the way that you were complimenting her, that's how people compliment you, and you don't like to accept that. You don't take compliments well.
All right.
Uh,
I don't know. I kind of like being complimented, but okay.
but if it's genuine,
Okay, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
with the intention behind it, you were being intentional and saying it, from your heart. And she was
Oh,
like, "You're stroking my ego. Let's go. I'm gonna stroke yours."
oh, okay. So what
But
about
everyone interrupting you, that's like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that's interesting.
I've had dreams like that where that's one of many, but that's the only one that I couldn't remember the way I'm like, oh, about to get it on with somebody, and like either somebody's interrupting, or Pepe's not working right, or something to that effect. Something's happening. And I'm like, or it's going good and it's just something interrupts where I can't finish. I've had a lot of dreams like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Shortcomings.
Thanks.
Well, but let's just say, not literally, maybe figuratively, like in life, do you feel like you could have given something else your all and you had shortcomings?
You know what? Remind me next time I tell you to diagnose me. Remind me to
I
say
can't
that it's not a
prescribe
good. Remind me to say that it's not a good idea. Do not, because I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to go do a couple of shots of vodka and take a Xanax after this.
Go right to bed.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So last dream, and this is the strangest dream I might have ever had. So I get breast implants. Okay. And I look like me, but I have breast implants. And I'm looking in the mirror, and instead of saying to myself, "What the hell did I do?" I'm trying to justify why I got breast implants. So I'm looking in the mirror and I'm going, all right, well, girls get breast implants all the time. They must like breast implants. So I got breast implants because girls like them.
No, you're a boob man.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, no, you love boobs that much. I mean, unless that you love them that much that you're not paying attention to the backside.
Like the real backside or the figurative backside?
Yeah, you're not. Maybe you're just paying so much attention to the fake aspect of it, and you're not paying attention to the other part.
Like when you
man, you can be a boob man.
Yeah. No, but butts run a very, 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 very close second.
Okay.
Right?
No, but no, I think you're just a boob man and you love boobs.
And
And
that's it.
love them that much that you gave them to yourself.
Anybody who sees this and knows me will accept that answer. Anybody.
And you would think that everyone, they would probably be like, okay, how long have you guys known each other?
Yeah. What's funny is today I was having this conversation at work, actually. Another friend of mine that we work together. There's one girl, actually, there's two girls, but I'm not going to name names. There's one girl that works with us, and she has ginormous boobs, but she's not an attractive girl, right? She's very, very manly, obviously, to work in the sewer. But I'm not going to name names. There's two girls, so nobody knows who they are. They're both kind of built the same. So my friend looks at me, goes, because she hits me up on the radio because she's got to tell me something. He says to me, "John, that's weird. You never mention anything about so-and-so." And he goes, usually all you need is boobs. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, Al, but no, she doesn't do anything for me. Normally, I would say you're right, but this one in particular, no, there's no. Maybe I need feminine boobs because she's very masculine. She's more of a masculine type of woman with boobs. I don't know.
You're digging yourself in a grave, kid.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully she. Yeah. Thank God there's more than one girl. Actually, there's 3 girls at work now that I think about it. There's a couple administrative girls. Okay. Yeah. Thank God. Like I didn't mention names or anything. But yeah, I have these, it's amazing how you break it down so simply and so quickly and you're so accurate. Like,
Well, you know what? It's just somebody outside. I'm not biased. I'm not going to sit there and blow smoke, like
yeah,
it's
it's amazing how you just broke that down.
no, you,
So
you just love boobs. It's okay.
no, all right, good.
You just be a boob man. That's
All
fine.
right, yeah. It's amazing. It's absolutely. Here's another story about boobs. So, I used to compete in bodybuilding, and I got really friendly with some of the promoters and some of the guys that work backstage. And every once in a while, they need help. When the contests are going, they need a lot of help backstage. So they would ask me. They would pay you for the day or whatever. They would ask me, John, you want to work? I'm like, okay, cool. So I'd always bring a big bottle of water because I was thirsty, and because there was always bikini girls. There was always bikini girls. If you ever been to an NPC or an IFBB show, there's always bikini girls, and they'd be backstage like getting ready and so on and so forth. And of course, they have these giant implants, right? It's like doctor plastic surgery contest, right? So, and they'd be putting their thing on and all this, and they have these little skimpy outfits, and I would just be there with my water.
Salivating.
Yeah, and I would drink my water because my mouth would go dry.
You were thirsty for milk.
Yeah. Does that go back to like a mother thing?
Absolutely.
Oh, because my mother was
100%.
Oh, okay, good. Because my mom was never she wasn't like the very compassionate type. She was very cold, So it could, and she was very cold she was just, she was never a very warm person. But also, I was the last one, and it was a big, like, there's 11 years between me and my older brother, and she didn't really want to be a mom again, but she didn't have any choice. So my whole childhood was a job to her. Like, let's go. Like, there was no patience. There was no like if I wasn't hurrying up because she had to go do something, be like, let's go. It was never a job to her. Like everything, like, come on, I gotta take you to karate. Let's go. I gotta go to open school week. What's up?
Did she breastfeed you?
No, I don't think so. I doubt it. Yeah. All right. I can't do this. I'm not doing this with you anymore.
As a child,
from here on in, we're talking about everybody else, not me.
You brought it back to you. This
I
is
know.
about you
Yeah,
and your
I know.
dreams
I know.
and implants.
Yeah, and breast implants. I don't get it. Speaking of which, did you see that they have a new category for fitness now, and it's called wellness? Did you see this?
I did.
Okay. Did you watch the New York Pro with the wellness?
I didn't watch it.
They should have called it the fake butt category. It's there's one pose I did where the girls got to stand to the sides, and you could literally see like and they must go under the muscle, because when they turn around, you can't see it, but you could literally see like I don't know how the curvature is different. It kind of goes
like
in. Yeah, right. You could literally see it. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is.
They can compete like that?
I guess so. I mean, the bikini girls compete with fake boobs, right?
But that's kind of like a standard, only because they lose everything.
Right. Yeah. I guess the same thing with wellness, right? I guess it would go with the same thing with wellness. Like if you're going to lose, you'll lose your booty too.
More on legs. Yeah, but it's more on legs. But if you do legs properly, I mean, I can't see that.
I don't know, but you got to go back and see if you could see it. I don't, you know what? I don't know if the winner had it, but there were definitely a lot of girls that had it. And I'm like, wow, that's like if they turn around and you go, oh, look at that, a big butt. And then once they turn to the side, you could see it. And you're like, whoa.
Augmented.
Yeah.
Like very Nicki Minaj and
Yeah, yeah. But more so,
Kardashian.
yeah. But the girls, they have these, they fit, great legs and whatnot, muscular. Some of them more so than others, but I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Whatever.
We are in an augmented
Yeah.
world, and
Yeah, and I don't have a
people aren't
problem,
happy with
but
themselves.
I don't have a. We had this conversation once before, you and me. I don't have a problem with a girl, like I don't have a problem with a girl who is insecure about something. She doesn't like a boob, she gets boobs, or but don't you at least admit it. You don't go to the gym and be working out and be like, yeah, I work for this. And it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't. And
That drives me crazy too. But
yeah, it's like look at me on stage. Look, I'm gonna be a wellness girl, and then your butt's fake. It's like, well, why don't I just get fake biceps and be a bodybuilder? I mean, you know what I mean?
people do that too.
Yeah, that's strange. That's strange. But anyway, all right. Thank you for diagnosing my dreams and ruining my life.
Just don't have dreams of me. Don't have.
No. You might pop up tonight, me strangling you or
Lord have
something. But I'm gonna let you go because I know you had a long day, and this was a very all our stuff is very fun. But I'm gonna let you go because I know you had a long day, and I want you to enjoy the weekend. Enjoy. It's a long weekend, so enjoy it, relax, and when you get back, then we'll talk about. I think I have the next topic. I think the next topic is going to be Karens and why there are so many and how they operate because it just blows me away. I don't understand. What?
You like them?
Karens? Hell no. Nobody likes a Karen. It's there is an endless amount of Karens on YouTube.
Karens
And
and Kens.
yes, yeah. And it's just like I would love to know how mentally they operate. Don't tell me. We're gonna save that one for the next one.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna let you go. Have a good
Have a
night.
great night. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, thank you. Of course, it's always a pleasure.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.